Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to share with you my best reads so far, what I'm currently reading, amazing podcast and an excellent TV show that I think you should watch. So I'm going to start off with books and I'm going to start off with my two favourite that I've read this year. And the first one is Greenwich by Kathrine Faulkner. This is excellent. If you love a psychological thriller, you like stories about friends and relationships and acquaintances and secrets and lies and all sorts going on, this is one for you. This is a brilliant book and it's one of those books that is excellent from beginning to end. I absolutely love this book, highly recommend. Now, all the books I do read are psychological thrillers, and I've noticed that I always read a lot of the same author. So I've got my favourite authors that I just love. But actually, Kathrine Faulkner is new to me. But this was one of the best books I've read this year. Loved it. The second book is by one of my favourite authors, Jewell. I have read so many of her books. If you know Jewell, you know. And this book is called The Night She Disappeared. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. Again, from beginning to end. It's relationships, it's jealousies, it's hidden secrets again. This girl and her partner disappear one night. What happened, you know, but someone's leaving little clues. Very, very good. And then a new couple move into like a schoolhouse because it's the headmaster, and she starts getting the clues, and she's a writer, and oh, it's brilliant. Excellent book. You know, just when you think Jewell couldn't get any better, she just throws it out the park. Such a good book, and a really good ending as well. I really was happy with the ending because you're reading through and you're like, oh, I know what's happened. Oh, I know what's happened. And I love a book that is completely, you think you know what's happened, but it isn't. I always think to myself, oh, if I get it, then it's, you know, not good, but it's really, really good. So I highly recommend that. And the book that I'm currently reading is by another author that I like, BlondeTeaParty, which I've read books from her previously, and the book is called The Therapist. And again, brilliant. This woman moves in with her partner. They're recently together. They've only spent sort of weekends together, and they move in together in this like gated community called The Circle. And then she finds out that in the house that she's living, someone was murdered, but the partner hasn't told her that. And she goes on this quest to find out what happened, who did it, and you know, she doesn't know who to trust in this circle. Really good, really good. I'm really liking it. Highly recommend. And on to podcasts. Now, I listen to a lot of podcasts. I like true crime podcasts, you know, psychological podcasts. But this one is called, it's by The Guardian, but it's still on Apple Podcasts, and it's called Can I Tell You a Secret? And it is about somebody who infiltrates so many people with so many lies on top of lies on top of lies. He pretends to be people's best friends. He pretends to be people's, he pretends to know something. So he'll contact somebody and say, can I tell you a secret? Well, I heard this person did this. And he's literally turned a town like upside down with the lies that he's told. And the police just couldn't do anything about it. It's very interesting to see how tangled and twisted these lies get, and how his mother thinks of him, and does she quite understand, you know, what he's doing? You know, why is he doing this? Like, that's what I always find interesting. What happened that the person is doing this, and they just can't stop. They literally can't stop. But the lives he's ruined is like, you know, the things that he's come up with is unbelievable, and people have believed it. So if you were a fan of Sweet Bobby, which I told you about that podcast, unreal, then you will really like this. So highly recommend that. And then lastly, TV. For me, now, TV shows are it for me. British police dramas are it for me. Happy Valley, season 3. I know a lot of you did watch it, but we've got season 3, which is the final Happy Valley. with the fantastic Sarah Lancashire, absolutely brilliant, set up in Yorkshire. We love a bit of North. And this series is amazing. So if you haven't watched Happy Valley, there are 2 series to watch before that, and you've got to watch from series 1. If you start watching from series 3, you're not going to understand what's going on, what's happening. So I highly recommend doing that. Now, we just had the final episode last night, and it was everything that you want in a final episode. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic, brilliant, and just a brilliant show. It's really weird because, well, it's not really weird, but I just don't feel like there's been enough good things on telly. And this is like finally something decent to watch. Like for me, films just, I have no interest in films. Do you remember back in the day, you couldn't wait to go to the movies and watch, a certain film? Oh, I've got to watch that. For me, it was like, I've got to watch the Tarantino film. I've got to watch the Scorsese film. But nothing has come out that I even remotely think I want to go to the cinema. In fact, I'd rather not go to the cinema anymore. And I just find films to be very long and just drawn out. Like the other night we were watching the Jurassic Park movie, the latest one. Oh my God. We started this film at 8 o'clock and it was still going at 10. And I checked and there was like 40 minutes left. And I was like, no, I'm sorry. I can't sit. How do these people think you can sit through 3 hours of Jurassic Park? I mean, and it was so predictable and nothing new. Okay, if you're going to do another movie, then change it up. How many times do we have to see the car tipped over and everyone hiding behind the car and the dinosaur looking through the window? We've seen it 3 times. Like, give us something new. Gave up. I was like, I'm going to bed. Give me reality TV or crime dramas anytime. But movies, I can't even sit through it anymore. I really can't. I think it's just too long. So I can't remember the last time I watched a decent film. Can't remember. But series and documentaries, things like that, thought-provoking, are a lot better for me, I find, anyway. And so there we have it. Those are my top reads, top shows, top listens for this year. Let me know if you've heard of some of these authors, if you've read any of her books. I've read most of her books and every single one is brilliant. And, well, give me your recommendations, what I should read after this one. And I shall chat to you soon. Bye.